Finally, names are being dropped. And this time, it's messy. Lala Anthony just got pulled into the storm between Swizz Beatz and Alicia Keys. Word on the street is that a private tape recently leaked showing Swizz and Lala getting way too close behind Alicia's back. Insiders say Alicia completely lost it when she found out. Years of pent-up tension finally snapped, and it all came crashing down. But here's the kicker. This wasn't some random fight. No, this has been bubbling for years. That alleged tape? People say it might be the one piece of evidence Alicia could never ignore. Sources insist this wasn't a one-time slip-up. Nope. This thing has been going down for a while, even while Alicia was out here playing a role of the devoted wife. But now everyone's asking the real questions. What's actually on that tape? How long has this been going on? And can Alicia and Swizz's marriage even survive it? Because right now, this tea is boiling over. And here's the wild part. As scandalous as it sounds, a lot of people aren't even shocked. Let's be real. Swizz has a history. As the saying goes, you lose them how you got them. And once a cheater, always a cheater. It's looking like the past might finally be catching up to him. But this time, the shock isn't that he was creeping. It's who he was creeping with. Lala Anthony? That's not just some random fling. That's betrayal with a capital B that, according to insiders, this isn't new tea. It's recycled. Word is this alleged affair has been going on for at least 3 years, maybe longer. And everybody kept quiet until now. Suddenly, a leaked recording drops, showing Swizz and Lala in a setting that can't exactly be explained away with innocent excuses. People are gagging. And now, folks are starting to wonder if Swizz and Alicia's perfect marriage has been crumbling in private this entire time. But hold on, because it gets even messier. Rumor has it that Lala's connection with Swizz actually started while she was still married to Carmelo Anthony. Yep, and some say the secret romance played a major role in Lala and Melo's downfall. Not that Melo was squeaky clean. He had his own cheating scandals, with whispers about outside kids making headlines for years. But here's the twist. While everyone was focused on Melo's mess, Lala might have had her own drama brewing, allegedly with Swizz. Think about it. Melo was out here embarrassing her in public, while Lala stood by his side like nothing was wrong. She even said in interviews, if he were cheating on me, I wouldn't be with him. But let's be real, that didn't age well. Those Melo rumors turned out to be true. And according to whispers, Lala might have decided to flip the script and serve her own revenge. Swizz Beatz allegedly became part of that payback. And that's when things turned nasty, because when Melo finally caught wind of it, suddenly he couldn't handle it. Years of doing dirt himself, and now he's the one breaking down. Their marriage unraveled fast. And the whole Swizz-Lala situation didn't just pop up out of nowhere. It had roots, and those roots were deep. But here's the jaw-dropper. After filing for divorce, insiders claim Lala wanted Swizz to leave Alicia as well. She wanted the playing field even. But Swizz? He wasn't about to blow up his empire for anybody. When whispers of the affair started circling, Swizz went straight into damage control. He tried to shut it all down fast, swearing up and down that he and Lala were nothing more than friends. Nothing to see here, he claimed. Then came that weird cryptic post. "Zia knock at the F, huh?" Nobody even knew what that meant. It sounded less like a denial and more like word salad. But Swizz didn't stop there. He tried to get slick with another post, this time using Alicia's music as a shield. He uploaded a screenshot of her track Lala, captioning it, "This is the only Lala I'm rocking with. Now go stream Alicia Keys' album. It's timeless. Cute, but not convincing. Insiders say Alicia actually believed him at first, thinking the rumors were just noise. But then, everything changed. Word is, Alicia stumbled across some real evidence. Not whispers, not speculation, proof. And this time, Swizz couldn't spin his way out of it. Since then, people close to the couple say Alicia has been moving differently. The vibe at home? Tense. The energy? Chaotic. Even though the two just celebrated an anniversary, Alicia's patience has hit its limit. She's done staying quiet. She's done protecting an image. And here's the kicker. It's not even fresh tea. Blind items have been hinting at this scandal for years. One back in 2021 basically laid it all out, but people brushed it off. Now it's all resurfacing, and the dots are finally connecting. Swizz has always worn multiple hats. Producer, rapper, hit maker. But now, people are adding another title to his resume. Serial cheater. Sources even claim Swizz learned his lesson the hard way. That's why he allegedly keeps his affairs low profile these days. No more high profile flings. No more big names. Why? Because the last time it got messy, he ended up being forced to marry the woman at the center of it all. And this time, it looks like history might be catching up with him again. Another blind item painted the picture even darker. It claimed a once A-list singer, now downgraded, was locked into her TV gig while her man was living his best life. And not just with anyone. Allegedly, he was caught up with a young protege he saw as his next big project. That alone was messy. But what made it downright ugly? Alicia and Lala weren't just associates. They were close friends. For Alicia, this wasn't just betrayal. This was treachery. Fans were divided. Some offered sympathy, but others, they called it karma. Because let's rewind. When Swizz was still married to Masanda, Alicia was the one stepping in. That old saying, how you get him is how you lose him. People started dusting it off quick. Mas Honda herself tried to reach Alicia woman to woman, hoping for honesty. But according to her, Alicia brushed her off, dismissing the pain like it didn't matter. Jaguar Wright even dropped a bombshell. Alicia wasn't just around the family for music. She was allegedly living under their roof, creeping behind Mashanda's back while pretending to just be there for work. And the ugliest part? Swizz and Mas Honda were still legally married. Mas Honda didn't stay quiet though. She hit Alicia with an open letter that shook the internet. In it, she flat out said, "We're still married. We're still living together. We just had a baby." Mas Honda didn't mince words. She said she told Alicia woman to woman, but Alicia didn't care. In fact, she claimed Alicia was out here journaling lyrics like, "If I were your woman," while she was still with her man. The open letter laid it all bare. Mas Honda reminded Alicia she was still married, still raising her child, and yet Alicia pressed forward. The most chilling line? Mas Honda said 2 years passed, and she never got a reply. No apology, just silence in public PDA. And it didn't stop there. Mas Honda revealed she even begged Alicia to back off, to let her try and fix her marriage. But Alicia refused. That letter was scathing. She accused Alicia of playing a direct role in breaking her. Family apart. She called her out for inserting herself into private matters and ignoring the wreckage left behind. And still, Alicia denied it, spinning interviews with claims that she and Swizz only got together after his official separation. The problem? The math wasn't mathing. The receipts were out there. And years later, insiders said Alicia herself was caught in the same cycle she once fueled. Just like she pushed Swizz away from Mas Honda, Rumors claim Lala was now pushing him away from Alicia. Karma had circled back, and fans weren't missing the pattern. Many weren't rushing to defend Alicia. They saw it as history repeating in real time. And if the alleged affair was enough, reports said Alicia tried to take it a step further. She allegedly pushed for full custody of Swizz and Mashonda's son, Cassim Jr., that crossed a line for many. It wasn't just a messy triangle. It turned into a full-blown battle for control. To outsiders, it looked less like Alicia was starting a new family and more like she was trying to erase the old one. That only added to the backlash. Eventually, Mashonda had no choice but to find common ground. Not because she wanted to, but because her son was the one paying the price in the middle of all the chaos. She swallowed her pride, co-parented with the same woman she once called out publicly, and chose peace for the sake of her child. That, fans say, is real maturity. A maturity that neither Swizz nor Alicia showed when the drama began. The truth is, fans never forgot where this whole story started. Many still believe Alicia used that child as leverage, pressuring Mashonda until marriage became the only option. This wasn't some fairy tale blended family. It was survival. Mashonda eventually accepted the reality, trying to move forward for her son's sake. And to prove the drama was over, she, Alicia, and Swizz even made a few carefully staged public appearances point one of the biggest moments. That headline-grabbing ABC interview. All three sat together, talking about how they'd built a solid co-parenting arrangement, claiming they had put the betrayal behind them for the children. But let's be honest, who really cleaned up the mess? Mashonda, the very woman who was cheated on. Isn't that crazy? Behind the scenes, insiders say Alicia wasn't exactly thrilled with all the praise Mashonda was getting. While fans applauded her maturity, Alicia launched into full damage control. Suddenly, there were polished interviews, glossy family photo shoots, and a carefully curated image of perfect harmony. Alicia wasn't just rebranding. She was working overtime to shake off the homewrecker label and recast herself as Swizz's soulmate, spiritual partner, and bonus mom. But fans weren't buying it. Let's keep it real. If Swizz had cheated on every woman before her, why would Alicia think she was the exception? This man had a track record. Before she ever came into the picture, he betrayed Mashonda multiple times. Still, Alicia believed their love was special, that she was the one who could change him, that she was different, that she could make him stay. Reality check. While Mashonda was pregnant with their first child back in 2000, Swizz was already out here living double lives. He wasn't just cheating. He was creating whole side families. His affair with Nicole Levy wasn't casual. It was serious. And yes, Nicole ended up pregnant at the exact same time Mashonda was expecting. Imagine that. 2 women carrying his children at once. For Mashonda, the stress and heartbreak took a devastating toll. Reports claim her pregnancy suffered serious complications. And tragically, their unborn child didn't make it. That loss was tied directly to betrayal. And now, history feels like it's repeating itself. The question everyone's asking, will Alicia finally walk away? Or will she keep smiling for the cameras while her world quietly falls apart? Time will tell. But until then, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because this tea is far from finished. And if you thought this was messy, wait until you see the next story. Click on the video popping up now. You won't want to miss what's next.